Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 video. Today I'm doing a review of what I think, if I'm not mistaken, sorry, apologies, is History of the Daleks set number 9, and also it's the, I want to say the 5th of October 2022? I think, I could be wrong, off the top of my head, and yeah. Basically, what else was I going to say? Basically, this set contains two very rare Dalek figures from Planet of the Daleks, which a lot of people were annoyed about didn't release earlier or sooner, but yeah, they're here now, so that's the important thing. They're at bandm, they're a bandm exclusive, and retail for $21.99, and I'm here to review them and say if I think it's worth picking up or not, or this set and that. But yeah, the packaging was quite bland and boring off the top of my head. But yeah, first off, I'll start with this see-through Dalek. Put your clothes on, back on, mate. Yeah, he's very interesting because basically the odd thing is that, well, for a start, you can see all the inner workings of the figure, which is a first, I suppose, because, well, there's a 10th Doctor figure that's like holographic, I suppose, but then also this figure, it's slightly different, I suppose, from the original one. Now, I don't have the original one to hand, because I didn't get the original one, and that, so, yeah, but the difference there being that that one had, like, it was clear, but then it also wasn't. It was, like, partway through clear, you know, if that makes sense. So, yeah, there is that to take into consideration, you know. His head, you know, standard Dalek articulation, head moves full 360 still. Dalek eye stalk moves up and down, gun up and down, side to side. Likewise with the manipulator arm, up, down, side to side, all that lovely jubbly stuff. But yeah, in Planet of the Daleks, I suppose I've only seen the episode once, and it was quite a long time ago now. Many years ago, many moons ago, as it were. The Dalek in this story, or Daleks, for a time, partway through the story, they get unveiled, and that, so presumably have been trying to hide from the Spiridons, I think. I could be wrong on that, but yeah, in the story, so yes, that is something to take into consideration. Yeah, pretty cool, very sort of unique Dalek design, and I can't wait to use some atmospheric aerosol in a picture with this guy, because again, and maybe a light as well, like have a light shining on it, and then a white, like, bright LED panel, and see what magic we can make with that. But yeah, as I say, I think as a one-off sort of figure and or thing in a story, it's pretty cool, really, personally. I mean, I suppose Planet of the Daleks would have been after the sort of height of Dalek Mania, but so cool that they could still, you know, come up with unique, interesting ideas for Daleks, in my humble opinion. But and then next up you get the Supreme Dalek, who is also a really rare figure, and much like the previous Dalek in this 2-pack, I don't have the original one, so yeah. So he's black, he's a black Dalek shouty boy, but also gold. You know, very striking. The gold really pops off the black. It also got these sort of orange, nope, not orange, purple even, sort of jam jars for the headlight. And then as for the eye stalk, that bit, the black and red, dark red bit, is actually a torch, if I'm not mistaken. But then you've got silver, black rings, a bit of silver, black, red, and then silver. And again, that last bit is a torch, which I think is just so ingenious They were just like, yeah, let's just stick that on there. I'm not sure if this is more screen accurate to the original prop compared to the original release, which would have been released, I want to say, back in 2008, 9-ish, I think, in a set called like Dalek Collector Set 1 or 2. And they go for stupid money on eBay. I mean, this loose on a website called Cosmic Toys. The original one loose on a website called Cosmic Toys is like 70 quid. It's one of the rarest Daleks originally. The original one, not this one in particular. This one will be, because this one's released presumably and hopefully that'll then make the original one, its value decrease. You know, so that's a plus. Also, there's no mesh between the rings, which I think is kind of interesting because that's very common in a lot of the original Dalek designs, I think. The original ones and even the newer series ones. So yeah, very interesting that, you know, this one doesn't have that, and as I say, is a Dalek Supreme, has a bigger, fatter, for lack of a better term, fender. Yeah, sort of harkens back to almost the 60s Dalek design, but it's weird because then in colour scheme it's got black and gold, which I associate more as new series Dalek colours, and then this kind of shorter, thinner Dalek skirt kind of makes this one shorter by far, but this one's a bigger Dalek shouty boy. Yeah, again, standard Dalek articulation, has the wheels to, you know, wheel him about, and then the full 360 dome. The eye stalk moves up a bit, up and down, and likewise with the plunger and the exterminatory gun. And what else? Better. Trying to think. The other things that I can think of to say are that the last set in this wave is the Death to the Daleks set, which is the last one that I'm looking for currently of this recording. And yeah, what do I think? Overall thoughts on this set? I think if you are a massive Dalek fan, then it's obviously a no-brainer. If you're a new collector, again, to the character options figure range, no-brainer. $21.99. The figures have increased, but then again, to be fair, I was thinking about this last night when I couldn't get to sleep, of all things, but I was thinking, you know, the figures have stayed relatively the same in terms of price for the last anywhere between 3 and maybe 5 years, so, and it's an increase by what, like $2.99, I guess. So yeah, in the long term it is an increase still, but at the end of the day, it's like, you know, you're getting 2 Daleks, and they used to be, at least now not so much, because of this in particular set, very rare to get. So, you know, it's a win-win, surely. You know, we get action figures that most of us will have missed out on originally, and even if you haven't, army builders, I suppose. Well, this set not so much, because as I say, that's a Supreme Dalek, so why you'd need more than one, I don't know. But then this one's a unique Dalek, so again, why you'd need more than one, I don't know. But also, I guess maybe there are some people who want to customise the Lightwave Dalek, or I don't know, want 2 of these ones, and if you have the original one, I don't know, like a little squad of see-through Daleks would be cool, I suppose. I have heard and or seen odder and weirder things over the years, I suppose. But yeah, just trying to think of what else to say, really. Also, I guess these ones have these little, like, screws on them, on the sides. I don't know if that's... I don't think that's quite unique, I guess. I don't know, but I am very happy with this set, personally. You know, I think, is this the second set from Planet now we've had in the wave? I think it is. I could be wrong, but yeah. So it is more than anything, it is confirmed that we could get multiple History of the Dalek sets for one story, you know, so, you know, like Remembrance of the Daleks, that should hopefully have quite a few Daleks sets, maybe 2 or 3, I'd say, you know, because you got the Renegades, you got the Imperials, you got the Supreme Dalek, which I would love, not Supreme, Special Weapons Dalek, which I would love to see a re-release, because unfortunately I did have it, but then my action figures, quite a few of them, we got robbed once, way back when, and yeah, as they say, the rest is history, and yeah, I don't have a Supreme Dalek anymore. I mean, a Special Weapons Dalek anymore. But, as I say, on a cheerier note, I have now added a see-through Dalek and a Supreme Dalek to my collection. And that'd be cool to take pictures of. But, as I say, this one even more so with the atmospheric aerosol / fog cone. And, yeah. And I also quite like Planet of the Daleks from, if my memory serves me right, I quite enjoyed that episode. Obviously it's a 6-parter, so there is quite a bit of filler. That's all of old Doctor Who really, but yeah, it's a pertwee 6-part story. I mean, I love the quote from that episode, you know, about courage. You know, it's not about not being frightened. It's about doing the right thing, even if you are frightened, sort of thing. I think that's up there as one of the more memorable quotes of just Doctor Who generally, in my humble opinion. But yeah, just hoping and praying on getting the Death of the Daleks set next, because I won't mind getting 2 of those, because that one is the one that I would army build. I'm not going to be greedy, as I say. I'm going to be just getting 2. And that, I mean, I will open both. I'm not going to keep one in the box. I know some people do that, and that's fine. Some people are assholes and scalpers and just sell them, which I've never really understood myself. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'd probably give this set personally an 8 out of 10. So yeah, it's one of the better sets. Definitely of this wave. I think it's one of the stronger ones. I'd say this and the 8th Doctor one so far have been definitely the highlights of this wave. It's been a pain in the arse to get, absolute pain in the arse to get this wave. Yeah, not fun in the slightest. I don't know why that is. You know, if I'd say it's something to do with COVID, but we're kind of out of COVID now, and is it something to do with Brexit? Who the fuck knows? Sorry that I brought that up. But yeah, on a positive note, it's an 8 out of 10 from me. Very good set, and must have for classic fans, Dalek fans. Maybe kids would like this set. I don't know. I don't think kids buy toys anymore. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please do comment, rate, and subscribe to the channel. Yeah.